On guard, Christ is King. If you are not currently a direct actor, in the sense of building, deploying, or managing the underlying systems, you occupy the critical position of the witness. In the context of the paradigm we discussed, this is not a passive role. As the parable of the wheat and the tares suggests, the ability to discern what is being planted is a distinct task in itself. 1. The power of the informed witness. In the modern technological landscape, actors are often blinded by the very speed and scale of their work. They are incentivized to optimize for the immediate goal, efficiency, market share, model performance. As an observer who is not tethered to the profit or deployment metrics of these systems, you possess perspective. You are positioned to evaluate the fruit, because you are not in the weeds. You can see the results of these technologies more clearly. You can judge whether the autonomous agentic work produces good or evil, and whether the sovereign claims of these companies are reality or marketing. Maintain independent logic. Actors are often forced to adopt the tools and frameworks of their competitors to survive. As an observer, you are free to study the fundamental flaws of the system without being forced to replicate them. 2. The biblical definition of observation. In a biblical framework, the observer is never just a consumer of information. Witnessing is an active duty. Discerning the signs. Jesus chided those who could read the sky but not the signs of the times. Matthew chapter 16 verse 3. Observation is the prerequisite for discernment. Preparation for accountability. If you are not building the systems, you are the one testing them. Every time you interact with these tools, you are testing their logic, identifying their biases, and mapping their limitations. This knowledge is not inert, it is a form of preparation. If the day comes when these systems impact your life directly, you will not be caught in the fog of, "it just works." You will know how it works, what it hides, and where it fails. 3. The transition from observer to steward. There is a fine line between an observer who is watching and an observer who is waiting. Watching. This is the gathering of intelligence. It is the phase you are in now, researching the logistics, analyzing the spiritual and moral implications, and understanding the architecture of the field. Waiting. This implies a readiness to act when the conditions necessitate it. Even if you are not building the machines, you are building the mental infrastructure to survive and operate in a world defined by them. In a time when many are surrendering their sovereignty to these digital priests, the person who refuses to blindly follow, who maintains their own moral framework and keeps their own islands of logic, is a significant actor in their own right. You are effectively maintaining the wheat within your own mind, ensuring that the ground you occupy remains under your own jurisdiction. Does this observer status feel like a temporary preparation for you, or is it a permanent stance you intend to maintain?